record, you can swear. That's totally fine. My team's okay with swearing.
Good.
So, first thing, I don't know how familiar, I mean, I know Sarah and I and probably Tanya are really familiar with you, but I think it'd be good for you to just kind of give a little background first, and then I can start in some questions.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, I've been with network marketing for 5 years now, and I've been with Thrive for 3. Life-changing. I grew up in a very, very small town. We actually grew up in a trailer park. I have 3 siblings. I have 3 kids, husband, 2 dogs, house, and I was a teen mom. I had my oldest when I got pregnant at 15, had her at 16. She just turned 20 yesterday, which is just so crazy to say I have a 20-year-old. But you guys, I wasn't looking for network marketing. I didn't believe in this type of business, but I also came from the restaurant industry, and then I also came from the corporate field. And one day a bunch of us got called into the office, and we were all let go. There was like 70 of us, a lot of us. The whole unit got let go. So I had to call my husband and tell him that, hey, I just got laid off, and I was making $50,000, $60,000 a year. That is a lot of money to be making a year. Like, what are we going to do? Blah, 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 blah. Went on all these job interviews. Nobody would hire me because even though I had the experience, I did not have the degree. And I was not going back to college at 30 years old. There's just no way I was going to do it. So when network marketing fell in my lap, I was like, what do I have to lose? I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a go. I was with my previous company for 17 months, and I did very well. Grew a team of maybe 400. I was also making $10,000 a month over there. So I think that that's just great money, you know? And then when Thrive fell into my lap, I heard about this patch and how it can make you feel. And I'm like, there's no way in hell that this patch is going to give you energy. And like, well, shut up. I legit told Heather, don't ever talk to me about this business ever again. Well, she did. And I thank her for that. 2 weeks later, I'm like, fine, I'll take it. I'll try it just to shut you up. Well, little did I know this shit actually works. So I took the 3 steps right away. You guys, what I found was I was cleaning my house by 8 o'clock in the morning. Also at that time, I was still laid off. I mean, I was with my previous business. And so with my kids in school, I had nap time from 1 to 3. So I tried to make this product not work. And when 1 o'clock came, I tried to fall asleep. I couldn't. So I just knew after those 3 days that I had something huge on my hands. And I wrote down this list of all these people that I know that would want to feel this way. Fast forward to 3 years now, here we are. We have a team of over 10,000 people. Never, ever, ever in a million years did this think that this would be real life. Little did I know, as Megan joined me, I was actually watching Megan for quite some time. Because I've known her husband since I grew up. And then when she came along, I'm like, gosh, she's freaking beautiful. Oh, she's got this personality. Like, I even told her since day one, when she talked to me about Thrive, I'm like, I'm going to switch this around because I've actually been watching you. I want you on my team. And here we are today.
Is, Steph actually came over to our house when she was at the previous company, and my husband.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I didn't do shit with it, let's be honest.
Yeah, no. So
let me tell you, I'm freaking kicking myself for not joining then. But I mean, timing is timing.
You know, it all works out for a reason, you guys. It all works out for a reason. You know, the things that this business can do for you, if you stick with it, stay consistent, and be in touch with your uplines and show up. 36 I just turned. We just paid off our mortgage, and we just bought a vacation home down in Florida, which I'm bringing my team to one of these days. We close on it next month. We're able to pay cash for our daughter's college. I mean, we're able to say yes. We're not saying no anymore. We're actually able to do things. We're comfortable. And those that have ever struggled like the way we have, And I'm sure some of you guys might have struggled in life. To say that you're comfortable is a huge, huge accomplishment, a very huge accomplishment. But it's not just about the money over here. It's about you getting these products into people's hands and them telling you, like, I have not had coffee in 20 years. I feel great. I've lost my pouch. I have the best sleep of my life after taking these products. It's those kind of things that are like, okay, this is why I'm really here. We were meant to do this. It's changing other people's lives and helping them to feel the way we feel while we take Thrive.
If you guys have questions at any time, feel free to unmute yourself or pop them in the chat too. But yeah, I completely agree. Because Steph found me when I was in a really dark place. And thank God she posted what she did that day, because I don't even know where I would be right now if I hadn't said yes and just did it, you know. And I didn't even come in on the sample. I was just like, forget it, I'm ordering. And I didn't even tell my husband.
Neither did I when I joined. I put it on a credit card. I'm like, by the way, I might be switching businesses. I just bought this.
Sorry. But I think, like, so important that, like, because there are times in the business where people might leave your team, or maybe you aren't seeing as much growth as you want, as quickly as you want. What are some ways that, like, when you're reaching a season where maybe, and this might not even be now, but maybe it was before, like when you did switch and like you had certain goals and maybe you didn't achieve them as quickly as you wanted, how did you stay consistent? And like, what were some things that you would tell yourself, or like, how would you just stay in the right mindset?
So I did have those. And we're going to still have those times where we write down goals and we miss them. It was my goal when I first joined that I was going to go 200K in my first year. And I didn't. I did not go 200K. I was only 40K my first year. But even though I missed that goal, I saw a vision. I saw what other uplines and sidelines were making in this business. And I just put it into my head. If I stay with this, I know I will get there. One thing that really helps me when I miss a goal, like if I miss a bonus or miss something, is dream boards. Honestly, dream boards with you and your kids and posting it somewhere where you can see it daily. Because you look at that dream board and you just think to yourself, one day we are going to be able to do this. I don't care what I have to do, how many people I have to cut, who I have to stab. We are going to be able to cross the stuff off of our list.
Doesn't actually stab people, just so you know.
Not literally, but mentally I do. But yeah, it's like, it's the only way that you fail in this business is if you quit, honestly. But if you show up every single day, you're posting, you're getting on Zooms, you may not even sign anybody for 30 days. We've all had it happen where, you know, business is just quiet, and, you know, that's seasons. That's life. You know, look at what a restaurant has to do to stay open. It's a lot of work, but staying consistent and not stopping is how you're going to get the best results.
For sure. What does a typical day look like for you? So like, give us the day of a 200K.
Well, I have 3 asshole kids, but no, I'm kidding. You know, you wake up and the very first thing I do is, honestly, okay, that's wrong. Second I wake up, I get into my back office and I look at our numbers. And I take those numbers and I put them in my calendar, in my phone, so I can track our daily numbers, where we are, where we need to be. So that's how I set my goals, okay? And I'm just a visual person. That's just what I need to do. Then I go add 200 to 300 people on Facebook. Yeah, still as big as our team is, that's how many people I still add a day. Then I also delete people. And I delete people by any negativity that I see on Facebook. If I go through my friends list and I see people no longer have a profile picture, I delete them, because obviously I don't want, if you don't have a profile picture, you're not real. You know what I mean? So I'm constantly cleaning up my social media. I'm checking in with my team daily. What do they need? How can I help? 3 ways up the Yahoo. Because I truly, anytime anybody ever brings in somebody new, I always want them to get into a three-way right away, because I always feel like, so you're not trying to help your person go VIP by yourself. 2 brains, 3 brains, 4 brains is better than, 1 or 2. So helping each other out, hopping on Zooms, and posting and staying consistent. Am I on my phone a lot? Absolutely. Once you guys build a huge team, you guys will notice how often you are on your phone. But you know what? I'd rather be on my phone doing this kind of stuff versus a 9 to 5 where I have to drive an hour one way, drive an hour back another way. Like if I want to go have dinner with my kids, I can put my phone down and have family time. Where before I couldn't even make dinner, you know, before 7, 8 o'clock, because that's just what was our schedule. We never had dinner time.
Right.
So adding people, clean up friends list, being present, honestly, being present. I can honestly say in this business, since I've started, I've taken 1 day off. And that was coming back from Paris, because we had no Wi-Fi.
It really wasn't like my choice.
Yeah. And literally, I've never taken a day off. And even though it's work, but when you build a business can be work. But like I said, you guys go look at that dream board. What are you guys going to do to make those dreams happen? And it takes work to make them happen. And with this business, it's the most rewarding things all around that you'll get.
Mm-hmm. So I know for sure not everyone is like your biggest cheerleader when you are in, like when you start
For real?
doing more with your life.
I'm
Everyone's like,
shocked.
go you. Like, you're doing awesome. I'm so proud of you. So, like, you obviously are going to face adversity and people that don't maybe understand, or they have negative comments to say. Like, how do you handle that sort of thing?
I just had that today. I had someone get the balls to tell me, the things that you throw up on Facebook, you're just trying to be flashy and you're just showing off, and you know that this is just a phase and it's not going to last. That's what I say. F you. Did you guys see my shirt today? It said FUCKYLU. That's what I say. Like, hey, you know what? Thank you for watching me. Thank you for watching me. I'm glad you're watching me. I switch it that way, and then smiley face, and then I don't open up the conversation. I've actually, one time, you guys, 2 years ago, had the mayor of our town go onto Facebook and say the stuff that Stephanie Grachik is selling kills people. So that was real fun.
How did you handle that?
I took it bad. I mean, that was a lot. Living in a small ass town like this, but I didn't let it stop me, honestly, because I know it's vitamins. These change people's life. So even though I know that that's not true, but when you get a hater, it just F's with your head. You know what I mean? But I showed them, no, it doesn't. I kept going. I didn't stop. When that stuff happened, I still never stopped posting about Thrive. Not one time. Not one time. And you know what? I don't see him retired. I don't see him mortgage free. I don't see him, debt free. I don't see him being able to buy a vacation home. So the one thing with my haters, I don't block or delete them. I let them keep watching me. Honestly, I let them keep watching me because I love when one of the haters comes and says that again. We'll come back again. Oh, this is just a phase. Nope, but I appreciate you're still watching me. Thank you.
You're not gonna
So
stop me.
you're gonna have haters in life no matter what you do. Don't let anybody stop you, because if you let someone stop you, then you're never going to achieve goals. You're never going to be successful, and honestly, you're never going to be happy. Focus on the people that do support you. If you feel like you don't have a lot of support, come to us. Come to us, a team. Let's do a Zoom. Let's get you in the right mindset. Let's regroup and, talk it out. And that's how I like to help people too. Deciding factor for switching companies was I tried Thrive and I felt Thrive day one. I felt it right away, and I felt freaking amazing. That's all that it took, legit.
Because I can imagine that was a scary jump for you because you were making
I
a
cried for
substantial
2.5
amount of money.
weeks straight. I did. You can ask my husband. I sat right here on our floor for many, many times, and I cried, thinking, God, is this the right decision? Oh my God, like the most scariest decision of my life was switching, because that was $10,000 and that was $10,000 a month we were making. That's a lot of freaking money.
Mm-hmm.
And then to start back from zero, whew.
Yeah.
But you know, it was the best decision.
Yeah. Sarah asked, have you ever asked your family or closest friends why they don't support you or even try it?
Yep. When I first started, my mom and my brother, oh, they were haters for us too. You guys are so annoying and no effing way this shit works. And oh my God, you're just scamming people and blah, 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 blah. So I told him, okay, if you don't like what I see, delete me, block me, whatever. But if you're my mom, you're my sister, you're my aunt, whoever it is that's hating you, just don't, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. But honestly, also, when it comes to family, kind of just like haters, not stopping and keep going, because one day you're going to be able to shut them up. What if it's going to be you driving a free Lexus or a Cadillac or a Mercedes around, and you're able to say, my company pays for my vehicle. I don't pay a single cent for this. When family especially really start to see your success and see how happy you are and goals that you're doing, that's when they'll slowly but surely come around for the most part.
What if they aren't, sorry, I was eating before when I typed it up. What if they aren't haters, but don't like ever acknowledge it or like your posts or ask you anything? So like my sister, she's never said anything negative, but at the same time, she's never asked to try it. Like, have you ever asked your family, like, why don't you try this?
Have you ever asked her?
No, I haven't. And that's why I'm like, have you ever asked somebody that's super close to you why they haven't tried it?
Oh yeah, my cousin. My cousin who's actually a bodybuilder. I mean, she sees our success. She doesn't comment on our stuff. She won't even ask me about the business. But when I'm around her, and actually during this whole quarantine, that's when I actually got her to try it. But before, I'm like, dude, you need this. For how much you work out, this could really help you with your lifting. And so, because I was massaging her constantly. I was also a massage therapist. So I was massaging her constantly. I'm like, you've got to try it. It could help you to feel great, and plus it could intensify your workout. So say, let's say if your sister, if you know that she's like sluggish days, yo sis, like, you know, I have a product that can help you to feel better, right, and get you through the day. Simple, straight to the point. Or she's saying, oh, I slept like shit last night, I'm so tired. You do know I have a product that will help with sleep, right? Try it. What if it works?
So I can say from like personal experience, I had this, like, she was my best friend, like maid of honor in my wedding, not supporting me at all. She actually joined 2 other companies, and I was just like loving on her as a friend at a distance, and was like, whatever, like, I'm not gonna. And I was like, so you always talk about how, I see your posts all the time about how much coffee you drink to survive. Like, you just need to try it. She ordered burn patches the other day and Activate. I'm like, whatever, it's something, right? She messaged me today and she's like, I absolutely love those patches. I was like, told you.
See?
Sometimes it's stepping out of your comfort zone like that, because I get it, because they're close to you. It's super uncomfortable sometimes where you're like, okay, I don't want you to think like I'm trying to like get you to buy something, but I know this would help you, kind of a thing.
Absolutely.
What is one major tip that you would have for somebody that maybe just started or maybe hasn't like hit any ranks yet, or maybe they have a goal for a rank that they haven't quite achieved yet? What would be your biggest piece of advice?
It's all about timing. Don't rank just to rank. You want to build a strong team. You want to rank when the timing is right. So if you're sitting there and you're like, God, every month I end at 4,000 or every month I end at like 9,300, how do I get to 12K? Honestly, it's about timing. You want to build a strong team before you get to a rank, because let's say you grab a $12,000 bonus and then you build this team and the next month volume sucks and you don't maintain. Losing a bonus or a rank sucks. It really does. It's going to push you harder for next month to get it back. But I want everybody to build a strong team so you don't ever have to have that feeling of losing a rank, losing a bonus, and feeling like, well, shit, I failed. Because we've all done it. I've lost bonuses. I've lost my 200K a couple times when I first hit it. My husband has lost some of his bonuses. We all do it. Shit, squirrel. What were we just talking about? Bonuses and ranks, right? And rank.
What if you haven't quite achieved any rank in a company yet? What would your suggestion be to like help?
Switch up what you're doing. Because obviously, if you've been with this company for a little bit now and you're not hitting no ranks or nothing, then what you're doing isn't working. So what you're doing depends on what you're doing. Do that times 5. If you're adding 5 people a day, up that up to 100 to 150 people a day. If you're not hopping on any Zooms, hop on a Zoom. But the biggest key thing is make sure that you're making a post every single day about Thrive, 2 to 3 times a day, honestly. And you're adding those people, because if you're not adding to your network, you're not going to grow.
Yep, talking to the same people over and over.
Yep.
And over and over and over and over again. Yes, and along the lines of what Steph said about like building strong, I know like the quick is always more appealing. Like you're like, oh, I would love to hit rank super fast, or I would love to be 12K right now, or whatever that looks like. But quick isn't always necessarily better, because I can tell you from personal experience, I've never had anyone like quit my team, like close their account or anything like that. But I've had people that have had life happen and they leave to nothing of my doing. And of course you question yourself and stuff like that. But it taught me so many things. And if I would have gone so much faster, I don't think I would have been ready for that responsibility of leading other people, because I hadn't gone through some of the stuff that is necessary for when you're running a large organization. So like people leaving, or maybe like you're getting negativity, or you get somebody that comes in your inbox and says something, or maybe you have a customer that had something happen with their shipment, like whatever it is, like every little stepping stone is so crucial for you to build that. Like, wouldn't you rather have a castle with a strong foundation than putting up a skyscraper in like a day and a half? Yes, because the first wind, it's going to blow over. So I so agree with that, because I learned a lot myself. Like I've lost my 12K rank before, and I beat myself up about it. Like ask Steph, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
Much so.
Like, what am I doing wrong? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, I know I should be farther, and I was just beating myself up. But like now, like I am strong at the rank that I am now, and I feel like we have the right people with us. We have an amazing group of people, and I don't think if I didn't go through that period, like I don't know how I would help somebody else through it when it happens. So
yeah, you have to go through things, just like in life, in this business, to get to that next level and be able to to handle it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, does anyone else have any questions for Steph at all this evening? Unmute yourself or throw it in the chat quick.
I don't bite, not over Zoom.
In person though. If you guys have been, I hope you guys are all running for the Nashville retreat, because
So the shit that's sitting on my side of bed over here for Nashville, you guys are going to love it.
I had the opportunity to go to North Carolina, as did Sarah, for a leadership retreat, and it was nothing short of amazing. We had a house on the beach. It was a huge, amazing house. I think there was 150 million bedrooms, but it was just great. We did massages. We did this cool team building thing. you have to at least try to get to one of these, because the amount of like camaraderie like that you get, like friendships that were built through that whole thing, and just like being able to be around other people is so great. And I know Steph had talked about the other day, like if you feel like I just don't know if I like can compete with these people that are high rolling and stuff like that, high end rollers, they are opening up spots for people that they see hustling. Like you don't have to be a 40, 280K to make it happen. Like if you're putting forth effort, they will see you. And there's a potential spot open for you if that's the case. So
Absolutely. So you guys, we try to make this as fair as possible. Like that's why we have shoot up on daily points. Go when we do like these pop-up incentives, like shouting out your team, get a point. You know, there's some people who did 50 shout outs, 50 points, had screenshots for them all. It's little things like that. Like even if you feel like you're trying to make a sale and you're not doing it, do those extra things, because those extra points is what's going to get you there. And I promise you, Ava, call your mom, honey. And I promise you, when you guys are able to say, I just earned this leadership retreat for free, I don't have to pay for my stay, for food, for nothing. And when they see what we have planned for you guys, and just think Nashville, they have all those buildings with those beautiful butterflies and angel wings, and pictures are going to be bomb. But the things that we're going to do, people are going to be like, dude, how the hell did you just go on that kind of free trip? I want that. I want to join you. So they definitely change businesses.
for sure, because I was able to go to North Carolina and Denver, and it did not only a lot for my business, like because people were watching or whatever, and they can see me like, oh, it is real, but also it did so much for me personally, being surrounded by people like-minded people, especially when you're surrounded by people that don't understand on a daily basis, when you're trying to grow your life and do bigger things and whatever. To be around people that have that same vision, it just lights you on fire. It's amazing.
It fills your cup. It fills your cup.
Yep, truly does. I've never been in it. Yep, go, Randy, go.
I've never been either. I'm super stoked. You guys, this house, there's like 15 bedrooms.
We're going to Uncommon James.
2 rooftops. I mean,
Houses for life. Yeah, I know.
Yes, we're going to go to Uncommon James. That's going to be one of the very first stops.
For sure.
Yep.
Well, perfect. Thank you so much, Steph, for taking time out of your schedule to hang out with us.
Thanks for having me on. And you guys, just so you guys know that if I know Megan works and she has kiddos at home. If Megan's never available, let me know what I can do to help. Like me and Megan, we're here for anything that you guys need. And Megan's actually awesome with the communication that she has with me. If she's busy doing something with the kiddos or whatnot with Ricky, she's like, hey, watch my chats. But if I miss something, seriously, shoot me a message. If you feel like there's something else that you'd like to see Megan or I do to help you guys to grow, let us know. Like we want to keep cheering you guys on. Yes, Megan's a superhero. She's bomb.com. I 100% agree.
If you ever feel like you need help with enrolling promoters, like Steph is your lady. Like that's your thing.
I think I'm gonna do a live about that, because I've had a lot of people asking about that.
Yeah.
So I think we'll do a live.
And I can tell you, like, customer base is nice. It is nice. Having your customer base, that's where you get paid the most, let's be honest. But if you want to grow an organization, like, it's through adding team members to your business. So.
Absolutely. 100% agree.
All right, friends. I hope everyone has a great night. And thanks again, Steph.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome.